Have you noticed the world around you is changing fast, not just culturally, not just politically, but fundamentally, at the core of what it means to be human? You're living in a time of profound transition, and whether we rise or fall as a species depends on one thing: how we respond to the rise of artificial intelligence, a world being replaced. The way life used to be is fading. The values that once defined humanity, strength, resilience, creativity, purpose, are being replaced with convenience, speed, and instant gratification. You've likely been told this is progress, that it's inevitable, that it's good. But let's pause for a moment and ask the forbidden question, is it? AI isn't just a tool anymore. It's being treated like a savior. Every tech giant is in a race, not to enhance humanity, but to replace it. You're told this will make life easier. But when has making everything easier ever led to making people better? Comfort is a seductive poison. It kills silently. And today people are slowly being lulled into a reality where they no longer need to think, act, decide, or even feel for themselves. AI will write for you, think for you, talk for you, create for you, work for you, parent your children, run your company, and eventually rule your world, and most won't even resist. Ask yourself, when did growth ever come from ease? It's discomfort that sharpens the mind, challenge that molds the soul, struggle that forges character. But now, every new update, every algorithm, every app takes one more human function and hands it over to a machine. Little by little, the fire dims, the spark fades, and your brain, once capable of invention and transformation, becomes obsolete. You were meant to build, to create, to solve, to suffer, to overcome. But what happens when you don't need to anymore? You atrophy. And that's what's happening, not just physically, not just mentally, but spiritually. As younger generations come of age, they arrive already programmed, not by God, not by parents, not by nature, by screens, by algorithms, by chaos disguised as culture. They don't know a world without filtered realities and dopamine-driven swipes. They don't seek wisdom, they follow trends. They don't build identity, they borrow it from hashtags. And now these same individuals, raised in distraction, are entering the workforce, becoming parents, and leading movements. What kind of future are they prepared to shape? What happens when the distracted become the decision makers? You're watching it now. And the outcomes are not evolution, they are inversion. Some say this is the next phase in our evolution, that AI is here to push us forward into a new, upgraded reality. But maybe we've evolved too far. Maybe we've reached the tipping point where intelligence outpaced wisdom, where creation outpaced conscience, and where curiosity outpaced humility. AI isn't the problem. The people pushing it are. Because the truth is this: AI could enhance life. It could solve poverty, heal disease, transform education, liberate humanity from meaningless labor. But that's not the plan. The plan is control, profit, domination. AI isn't being built for your freedom. It's being weaponized against your sovereignty. And the faster it grows, the faster human purpose erodes. You're told AI will give you freedom, but what does freedom mean in this new world? More free time to scroll, to binge, to numb, to exist in a digital fantasy while your soul rots in silence? Real freedom requires structure, discipline, purpose, sacrifice. But this new freedom is a counterfeit. It promises everything and delivers nothing. Because if you remove responsibility, you remove meaning, and a life without meaning is not life at all. It's easy to hate work, to dream of a life where you never have to do anything you don't want to do. But have you ever noticed the days that feel best are the days you accomplish something? Work is not the enemy, meaningless work is. The solution isn't replacing effort with AI, it's aligning effort with higher purpose. But this society doesn't want you thinking that deeply. It wants you distracted, dependent, and dopamine addicted. So it will offer you shortcuts, outsourcing, automation, and it will feel like a gift until you realize it cost you your soul. A new divide is forming, not between rich and poor, not between left and right, but between those who remain human and those who become assisted husks of former selves. AI is not neutral. It reflects the intentions of its creators, and the ones pushing it today, they are not building for your liberation. They are building for your assimilation. But you don't have to follow. You can resist the programming. You can reclaim the struggle. You can stay human. To stay human is not to reject technology. It's to remain sovereign within it, to think critically, to feel deeply, to work deliberately, to choose consciously, to create with your own hands, to fail and rise again, to engage with this world, not escape it. To stay human is to remember who you are without all the enhancements. Your worth was never in your efficiency. It was in your soul. Could AI help create heaven on earth? Yes, if it were wielded by the righteous, by leaders rooted in truth and honor in God, by men and women willing to serve the greater good. But that's not who's in charge, not yet. Today, AI is in the hands of men drunk on power, men who see you as data, as cattle, as consumers, and unless those structures fall, unless a new paradigm rises from the ashes, AI will not be your savior. It will be your silent executioner. But maybe, just maybe, this is the necessary collapse. The shaking before the awakening, the storm before the rebirth. Maybe all of this chaos, confusion, and collapse is pushing us towards something deeper, a collective reckoning, a spiritual reset, a confrontation with what we've become, so we can finally remember what we're meant to be. But that shift won't come from AI. It will come from you. You are not powerless in this. You don't need permission to stay human, to think for yourself, to feel for yourself, to live with truth, to rise with purpose. Resist the illusion of convenience. Reject the seduction of artificiality. Refuse to be programmed, because the machines may be rising, but the human spirit is eternal. So choose humanity, choose purpose, choose truth. If this message resonates with you, like, comment, share, subscribe, because the world is changing fast and we need more people, not machines, who are awake enough to lead.